Sometimes life whispers softly before it shouts. In the quiet corners of our failures, we often discover the true shape of our strength. This is the story of Arjun, a boy who fell, but never, ever stopped believing in the possibility of rising. In a classroom filled with the bright minds of his generation, Arjun often felt like he was in a different world. He sat at the back, his notebook a stark white canvas, his mind a quiet, empty space. While his peers effortlessly solved complex equations, he was busy solving the puzzle of his own silence, wondering why his mind never seemed to work as fast, as brilliantly as everyone else's. Every exam he took felt like a battle he was destined to lose. The red marks on his paper is a constant, painful reminder of his shortcomings. Every glance from a teacher, though perhaps not intended to be harsh, carried a weight of silent disappointment that was almost too heavy to bear. He tried. He really, truly did. He spent hours with his books. He listened in class. But effort, as he was learning, doesn't always mean success on the first try. It's a bitter pill to swallow when you give your all, and your all isn't enough. Then came the day the results were pinned to the notice board. The college hall buzzed with a symphony of celebration. There were triumphant shouts, relieved sighs, and the warm embraces of shared success. But amidst the laughter, Arjun stood perfectly still. His heart pounded in his chest as his eyes scanned the list, searching, hoping, praying for his roll number. And then they stopped. His world fell silent. He had felled a gay. The word felt like a brand, searing itself into his identity. A few friends came over, patting his shoulder. Some offered words of comfort that felt hollow, their pity almost as painful as the failure itself. Others just went through the motions, unsure what to say. He walked home under the same familiar sky, but today it felt heavier. The clouds pressing down on him, mirroring the crushing weight in his soul. That night, in the quiet solitude of his small, dimly lit room, with books scattered like fallen soldiers around him, Arjun confronted his reflection. He didn't see a student, he saw a failure. He saw a boy who tried, but never won. He looked into his own eyes and asked the question that had been haunting him for so long. Am I meant to be ordinary forever? Is this all I will ever be? A single tear escaped and traced a path down his cheek. It wasn't a tear of weakness or self-pity, but one of pure, bone-deep exhaustion from fighting a battle he felt he could never win. But as the tear fell, in that profound moment of silence and surrender, something inside him shifted. For the first time, he didn't look for someone or something to blame. He didn't curse his luck or the world. Instead, he took a deep breath and whispered a promise to the boy in the mirror, a promise that would change everything. "I'll try again," he said, his voice barely audible. "Not for the grades, not for anyone else, but for myself." When the morning sun streamed through his window, it wasn't just a new day dawning. It was a new Arjun rising. He didn't just wake up. He was reborn with a renewed sense of purpose. He opened his books, but this time it was different. He wasn't just memorizing facts for an exam. He was seeking to truly understand. He made the vast world of the internet his classroom, watching online lectures for hours, pausing, rewinding, and replaying until concepts finally clicked. He made the quiet, dusty aisles of the library his new sanctuary, his new best friend. Practice became his daily ritual. Days melted into weeks, and the boy who was once defeated by failure was now being sculpted by it. It was no longer his enemy. It was his teacher, his forge, shaping him into someone stronger, someone more resilient. When the next exam season arrived, the familiar tension in the hall was palpable. As Arjun sat down at his desk, his hands still trembled with a hint of the old fear. But this time something was different. His heart wasn't pounding with anxiety. It was beating with a quiet, steady resolve. He picked up his pen and began to write. He didn't race against the clock, nor did he panic at a difficult question. He wrote with purpose, with the clarity that came from genuine understanding. As he finally placed his pen down, a quiet, knowing smile touched his lips. In that moment, he knew that regardless of the final score, success had already begun. It had taken root inside him, in the discipline, the dedication, and the refusal to surrender. Months later, the scene repeated itself. The same notice board, the same anxious crowd of students gathered around. But for Arjun, it was a different story unfolding. With a heart that was both hopeful and calm, he searched for his roll number. And there it was. Not just passed. Passed with distinction. Tears welled up in his eyes again. But these were not the bitter tears of pain and disappointment. They were tears of peace, of release, of quiet, profound joy. He had done Italiano, not because he had magically become smarter overnight, but because he had found the courage within himself to refuse to give up, to face his giant and win. Walking across the sun-drenched campus that day, everything looked brighter, more vibrant. Arjun finally understood a fundamental truth. Success isn't a destination you arrive at. It's a decision you make every single day. It's the decision to wake up after a fall and say, "I'm not done yet." He still failed, sometimes in small tests, in life's unpredictable lessons, but failure no longer had power over him. He had learned the secret. Failure doesn't define you. Your response to it does. Today, Arjun is the one others turn to. He is often found in the library, not just studying for himself, but helping other students who feel lost, just as he once did. He tutors juniors, sharing not just his knowledge, but his story. Because he knows better than anyone that every person who feels like a loser has a winner sleeping inside, just waiting for the chance to rise. So, if you've failed, if you're feeling lost or left behind, please remember this. You are not broken. You are simply being prepared. You are being forged in the fires of adversity. The world doesn't need perfect people. It's a myth that they even exist. What the world truly needs are people who are resilient, people who have the courage to keep standing up. Again and again and again. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that we hope will inspire you on your own journey. We'll see you in the next one.